Hey guys, it's Creative Earth, and I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are. I know I am. Anywho, I wanted to talk about Black Girls Rock, not the hashtag necessarily, the the show on BET, the award ceremony, basically honoring Black women around the country in either it be entertainment or innovation, leadership, um, you know, and also younger black girls in different various things that they might be helping in their community. I know one girl who impressed me was, I forgot her name. I probably forgot everybody's name. But anyway, she got 1,000 books to basically portray stories pertaining to young black girls because, in school there's required reading, and most of those old stories are not focused on black girls. It's, usually European white culture, which is fine, but, people want to read things that pertain to them. And, growing up in school, you should be able to have some things that you can relate to. So she, gathered all of these books and had them sent to Jamaica, in schools where they don't have as many options, for reading as we do here, because despite whatever our required reading is, we still have libraries, we have, everything. We can have access to so many books and stories, but in countries like that, you know, they don't have as many options as we have. So I thought it was really great for her at a young age, um, made that possible because I think she was only like 10 years old. And how many 10-year-olds come up with, such a great idea, that's not something just for themselves? Most 10-year-olds are pretty selfish. Unfortunately, I mean, I knew I was when I was 10. I mean, I didn't really care about, you know, helping out other kids in other countries, maybe on, like a really big mass scale, like, oh, we want to donate food and all that, but it didn't really happen. But she made it happen, and that's kind of what the whole show is about, is, black girls actually making things happen that they want to make happen. Um, And about the show, I never really looked at it before. I know it's been out for like a few years, but I never looked at it because, when it first came out, I thought the idea was kind of silly. I'm like, Black Girls Rock. I mean, not that I didn't think that Black Girls Rock, but I'm like, why do we need a show to tell everyone? It's probably going to be a bunch of Afrocentric people, just talking about Black Power and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, all of that's fine, but sometimes it gets annoying because, for some people who, especially if all of your friends are not black, and you're not in a completely predominant black community where you have different uh, backgrounds all coming at you, you don't necessarily want to be super Afrocentric because you may or may not offend other people, with your beliefs, and that can kind of shun you away from certain crowds. But it wasn't really like that, at least not this year, or what I noticed, is that I looked at it differently, I guess, growing up, is that black girls don't have a lot of positive uh, role models or messages to say that you really are beautiful, that you are powerful, that you can do this, and to the people that may say, well, it should be, uh, if there's a black girls rock, then there should be a white girls rock, or there should be a Latina girls rock, or, Indian, Asian. That's true. I mean, in a perfect world, we can have all of those individually. We don't have to mesh it into all girls rock because that kind of just cancels everything out. But, it would be awesome if we could have all of that. However, the way I look at it is, black girls have been here in this country for like what, 400 years, and within that time period we have never really been portrayed as beautiful, as pretty, as powerful, as leaders, as special. You know, we were, when we first came here, considered slaves. We were considered property. We were considered breeders, maids. And, you know, throughout the years, we're still considered as less than other women of, European culture or even other cultures, because the way I see it is that, if you're anything other than black, even if you're not white, it's like it's a little bit better because you're considered exotic. And that's not to put anyone else down, because I think that everyone's race and culture is special and it's beautiful and I appreciate it, but it's almost like black women are just put down below the bottom because nobody really wants to claim that they're black, or if someone is light, they're highlighted because of their lightness of their skin, not because, they are also black. It's crazy. And the way that the world is warped, it's so many things that you can go on and on about it. But I just think that it is good to know that there is a show and an award ceremony to know, for the black girls of this generation, that it's okay to be black. You should be proud that you are black, and not just because you might have certain features that are considered beautiful, but that you are beautiful because of what you were born with. Whether you are a skinny girl, thick girl, BBW, whatever, you have straight hair, long hair, short hair, whatever. Embrace what you have and what you are, and know that you're special, because of your culture. And it doesn't have to be where you have to be super all about Africa and be all on point with all of those things. You don't have to be obsessed, but you should be proud and you should accept the history that you have and want to make it better than what it is now. I mean, we have come a long way from slavery and other things, but we're still, objectified. We're still looked on as, commodities. Certain shows, they still throw in like a few token black women, but it's never really, we're not portrayed as leaders or main characters, or the focus that every race should really look at and say, oh, she's really a great person, and not just a great person for a black girl. That's also, really irritating when people are like, oh, she's awesome, she's great for a black girl. No. But the whole show, even though it is about black girls and acknowledging that you are, a black girl who rocks, we don't have to say, hey, black girls rock, but we should know deep down in our heart that we rock because we are black. Or even if we're mixed, you rock because you're black and white, or black and Latino, whatever. And just keep on rocking. And for those of other races that might see this is definitely not to put you or any other race down, but the media's kind of got you guys depending on your race. I know it doesn't portray every single race, but as far as white culture, the media's pretty much told you that you rock from the minute you were born. It is what it is, and they're gonna keep telling you that. But you know, we should all be celebrated. We should all be praised. And no, we don't necessarily have to put a label on it, but when young girls are told from a young age that, you know, in the media that you're kind of less than, or you're not really as pretty as this girl, or, you know, you're kind of just socially put down because of the race that you are, we need to be elevated to know that, yes, you are special, you are important. So, in conclusion, you know, I thought it was a great show. There's a lot of great performances. I love Marsha Ambrosius and Corinne Bailey Ray. They're two of my favorite singers. So, you know, and just the diversity of the women there. It's not like everyone was super dark or super light or, you know, all mixed up. Everyone was, you know, happy together, men and women. Um, and it was great. I think Hillary Clinton being there was a political statement. I'm not political at all whatsoever, so, you know, I'm not going to go into that any further. But, you know, it's great that she acknowledges black women, whether that was for votes or not. But anyway, yes, to all the black girls out there, to keep on rocking, keep on knowing that you are beautiful and that you are special in the skin that you are in the hair that grows out of your scalp. You don't need to hide it. You don't have to cover it up. You can give it a break and protect it. It's good. But, you know, be happy with what you have and learn to love it and learn to really be you. And if you don't know you, then you're not really living. So that's all I'm gonna go on in today because I can keep going on about this subject forever. So I'm gonna stop right now. But anyway, have a beautiful day, have peace, and love yourself and love others.